Okay, we start. We need to talk about the steps. Sometimes we need to stop and think why we serve. Very important. It is habit to come every Sunday school and do every Sunday and we have the class and we serve. Or we come, we grow up in the Catholic Church, we have to be servants or there's nothing else we can do. Or we follow the family and the friends they serve. Can anyone think why we serve?
Love God.
One of them will love God what? Any another idea? We talk about today about 3 points. Number one, the main focus of the service, because we love God, because He loves us very much. God, when He died on the cross, He gave a responsibility to His disciples to continue the church. Who's supposed to be continue the church? We. Okay? The disciple ordained a bishop, the bishop ordained a priest, the priest appointed a servant. That's right. And we are the servants. St. John Chrysostom, he has a very nice saying. He says, if you tell me the sun not can rise, maybe I believe it. But to tell me a Christian, he not a servant, I'm not going to believe. So what he said every servant, every Christian must be a servant. This is very important. God, He died on the cross for us. So He gave us His blood and body on the land. The people, they test how good God is the people serve. What happened to the Samaritan woman after she sit with Jesus? How long she sit with Him? 45 minutes? Maybe half an hour? Yeah, maybe less. What Jesus done to her? It changed her life from a sinner to repent, to preach, and after her life she took her 2 sons and she went to Rome and was preaching and died in Rome. And she told them, come and see someone who told me all what I did. He is the Messiah. So it is very important. We love God, so we love His children. So when Abuna or coordinator ask you, did you prepare your lesson? I'm sorry, I'm busy. Did you visit your kids? I'm sorry, I'm busy. Actually, you not understand. You loving God. If you love Him, Abuna is not going to ask you, where is your lesson? Or why you coming late? Or why you didn't visit your kids? That's something between you and God. Imagine in the human side. If I love Hani very much, and his kids want a favor from me, I will do it or not? Definitely. Imagine God give us everything in our lives. So we should look after His kids or not. The kids are coming here half an hour. About half an hour you listen, that's right? God will ask you end of the day, I give it to you all year, half an hour, maybe around 48 weeks. So 48 weeks, maybe 24 hours, that's right, a year. What did you do to my children? Did they know anything from Bible? Or they come waste of time, or just do the activity and the game? Did they know now how they pray? I give you talent to use it, and the end of the year I will ask you for the talent. Imagine we stand in front of Him, what we can tell Him? What we can tell Him? One of the priests now, before he was ordained, he was a bank manager. He was a bank manager. So what happened? The people from Gulf area bought the bank. It was private, so they fired everyone. They got all the people with beard and tattoo here, whatever, and they fired. And he said, I found myself no work. How many weeks do we stay? Too many. He has no money for family or support himself. After 3-4 months, they called him, the bank is the new owner of the bank. He said, we try to do our best to get rid of you, but we can't. Your file and your reputation, everyone loves you. We bring you back, but everyone in the team knew you. He said, no problem, at least I get my work. He said, I found everyone on the team who is here, he's the brother-in-law of the owner, he's the son-in-law of the owner. He said, something inside me told me to serve them. He said, my job was starting 9 o'clock. From 7 o'clock, I come. I fill up the fridge with food. I prepare all the paperwork for them. I tied up the desk and I put the work. So they come, they have the food ready. They have paperwork ready, they have everything. They eat and thank you, Mr. Flan. Thank you, Mr. Flan. He said, after 2 years, one day I come 7 o'clock, I found all of them waiting for me. They told him, look, 2 years you serve us. Let us one day we serve you. He said they ordinate me as a priest in Marimor's Market Gerida. They was crying, listen, don't go, we'll pay you more. He said, that's not about money. But we tell you another thing. Work with us in the morning and go service him at night. He said he was very upset. Why? Because actually they see the service. He said, imagine I am the boss and I was doing the boss job on them. Definitely after 2-3 weeks, big problem to get through. So the servant is very important. The more you come down, the more people put you up. The servant is not about authority. It's about love. These kids are coming half an hour for you. They interest to come next week again or not? So definitely, if you found that one day I went to one of the classes, and one actually boy who was crying, coming out and said, come here, what's happening? He said, I hate Sunday school. I tell him, why? He said, my dad told me, he said, kick him في الكنيسة عشان يطلع Sunday school. I said, don't worry, go wash your face, come back. He washed his face and escaped again. I told the servant, what happened with his problem? He said, he got family problems. I told him, did you visit him? He said, no. It's not my job. I am only here to give the lesson. I said, he got a problem. No, I didn't visit him. I said, how long you are in the class with this kid? He said, 2 years. I said, that's last year for you. Even before end of the year, I moved the service. Someone got a problem in your class. You didn't do anything. You didn't talk to the priest. You didn't go visit him. What you doing?
This is at some church?
One at the church. We can't mention name. Okay, so it's very important, guys. It's very important. The kids, we need them happy to come next week. When the people coming to Jesus on the miracle of 5 bread and 2 fish, number 1, he healed them. And number 2, he feeds them. So it's very important we need to feel for these people. They got a problem at school, they got a problem at family. Especially with family problem now, it's rising high. These kids, we feel sorry for them. We need to feel what they go through. Please. Love them. Talk to them. Very important. Communicate with them during the week. They need to see the second man. They need someone to talk to him. If these kids didn't talk to you, where they can talk? They talk outside. And outside, disaster. Disaster. We're losing a lot of our kids nowadays. This year was the new year, just sitting with the priest to organize the classes. We all high school, instead of one class, now we start to combine. We have no kids. And here we start dropping kids from year 8, 9, 10. No kids coming anymore. Where is our kids? In the street.
But that's the age when they reject the parents, they rebel against parents.
But we didn't feel, we didn't feel this before. But this was new for us. No, at least until year 12 we will start to see the drop because they're busy with HT. We believe, we understand. But from now 7, 8, 9, they doesn't want to come at all. And you as a parent, you have no authority. No authority. And the priest, as you see one priest, he can go here or there, but the service is very important. Visit one kid a week or 2. I used to take area next to each other, 2 a week. You're doing a very good job. Get the Akbari. Tell him what you need to read. Give him the Bible. Tell him every week which chapter. I went to one of the class of the Sunday school. I asked them, who in the class read the Bible? No one put his hand up. Do that. Do that. We used to see the kids before coming the Bible in their hand. Now, maybe his phone number will come in his hand. His iPad coming in his hand. Where is the Bible? Actually, I have it in iPad, but it's very important to have your Bible and the mark. And the mark. I know we got it in the phone, but you mark it, you write it. So later on, when you come read this one, where we are from our Bible. Who doesn't want to come to the stage when you tell someone brave? It's very simple. So number one, we serve because we love God. Number two, we serve because the blessing of the service. Imagine Henny again. He's the owner of the company, and I look after his kids, and I ask him for something. Did he look after me or not? Yes. So imagine I serve God, and I have a problem, and I ask God, please help me. Please help me. He will help you or not? Definitely. Definitely. You look after my children, and I'm not going to look after you. He look after you. He bless your time. He bless your family. He bless your work. He bless everything. Number three, the book of Daniel, he tells us, the people bringing anyone to Christ will shine in the heaven as a star. Will shine in the heaven as a star. It's very important. And when we come to the heaven, they're not going to say, Ihab was coordinator, or Hani was big boss, or you learning Sunday school. It's no position. Now they tell you how honest and you love your service. That's the measure of the heaven. They not how big your class. If you have 2 people and you're honest, you're very successful. And have 10 people and you can't do anything. It's not like this. Abuna Armia Bullis is a very famous. Why? So much. When he was at the theological college, they gave him 1 class. This class was 16 people. He said, I was serving, I was preparing the lesson, I would visit them, everything. And every week they drop 1 number, 2 number, 3 number, 4 number. And they said the coordinator come and look to me like this, and the class getting smaller and smaller. By end of the year, what happened to the class? 2 people. The coordinator moved him from the class. He said, after I be a priest, and along the time, I visit one of the monasteries. I found someone keep my bag. He said, Abuna, you remember me? He said, no. Me and my friends, the last 2 was in the class, both of us monkey here in the monastery. Not by quantity, by quality. I doesn't want to keep you longer. I know it's longer time Sunday. Glory be to God forever and ever. Amen. Any question?
How we come to like here we're living in the West and we're walking in the city. It's long way for us. Don't have time. The weekend is very time.
What I was doing 1 day in the middle of the week. I come and I visit 2 people next to each other, just 45 minutes each one. That's what I used to do. I don't know definitely the distance. I don't know this one. But the kids need someone to visit.
45 minutes each one?
Each one. But
قولوا لنا كم minutes ما تعطيش أكثر من كده.
في البيت عندهم؟ Then by the time I come, no, listen.
لا with the kids.
No, by the time I come, by the time they have to ask me for a cup of tea. By the time,
أنا قالوا لك وجبت كم دينار والكلام قالوا لهم.
Listen, after listen. Don't worry about what I mean. I used to do this. I tell him, get your Bible and get your Alpha, and I start marking his Alpha what he needs to read. I tell him where he was reading the Bible. You have to sit and you read with him in the Bible. You have to pray with him. So you want to show him the Alpha. You want to read with him the Bible. You want to do all this one. By the time you sit and the parents say hello and you complain from the kid, it's more than 10 minutes. Now, give them time, talk to them. 10 minutes, what 10 minutes can I do?
Instead, do not listen to the complaints of the parents.
I will not listen. But they force you to listen. They force you to. But what you do? Yeah, but what you do? And yeah, we tell them, don't worry, he's the best. When you go to home, put the boy up or the girl, he's the best one in the class. And I used to visit their room too, to see how tidy. And they tell him, Uncle Ab, come to check your room. He clean it, he's tidy and everything. That's what we used to do. I don't know, but 10 minutes. By the time I read the Bible with him and I pray with him and I tell him how we're going in the school all the time, I think
Here
more
or
than
like
10
what?
here.
Yeah.
I was all my life, I tell you here. Yeah, it was here. Yeah, I remember one of the kids, never forget, I go to his room with all of them sport players from up,
Yes.
even everything. I tell him, what is Jesus Christ feature? He said here, he make like this, and I found this picture.
Yeah.
Now he's a father and I have 2 kids. So now you need to give them time. And all the trash time, not with Christ. You cannot go take away, yes, I tell you 10 minutes take away or drive through, but to sit with someone, to talk to him about God 10 minutes, I'm not sure. Try 10 minutes and see. By the time you come, open the door and sit and get the Bible, you're out. That's 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think reasonable, like 25 minutes.
Whatever, depends the time. Sometimes kids have a question. I'm not going to tell them, I'm sorry, they pay me for until 20 minutes, 21. No, give them time. They need to talk. Take them time. The parents, maybe they got concerned. Sometimes the parents, after he moved, go his bedroom, they tell me about something in Sunday school, they tell me about something in the home, they tell me about something in him, maybe I'm not going to see it. It's very important. That's the communication between us and them. I don't know, we're not saying any time, depends, each one different. Maybe some people could, some people need more time. Any other question? Alright, we pray and we go. Pray for me. We'll see you Sunday night, Thursday on the bus.
Okay.
Before Easter.
On Sunday?
Yeah, night time, bus time. Bus.
Okay.
Which way you pray?
Like the church.
Okay. حد يصلي بقى.